Stand. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing as we'll have the national anthem played by the best trumpet player in New England right now, Cameron Westcott. No pressure or anything, Cam.
Even my graduation's a gig.
Good evening, friends, family, staff, guests, and of course, the class of 2019. I'd like to welcome you all to the 82nd graduation ceremony of Poultney High School. It is an honor and a privilege to stand here as the principal of this wonderful school. And I'd also like to give a special welcome to the members here from the class of 1969 who are celebrating their 50th reunion. As part of that celebration, the class of 2019 will be presenting golden diplomas to the class of 1969 who's in attendance tonight. Mari Aben Nito, Vicky Bibi Kendis, Sally Bushy Arquette, Bruce Cook, Stuart Dittmeyer, Connie English Colte, Robert Bubba Hughes, Melanie Lincoln Potter, Walter Daniel Lyman, Susan Morris Lyman, Linda Thomas, and Daniel Welch. Thank you for coming back 50 years later. We talk about Poultney pride and everyone here being a family. With that being said, we are not only honoring the class of 2019 and those who are receiving their golden diplomas, but I would also like those who are alumni of this great school to please stand. It is nice to see all of you who came back, and a special shout out to those who are my classmates of the class of '89. No way it's been 30 years for us. Seniors, for the last few weeks and months, many of you have had your last. You've had your last concert, your last play, last ball game, last class, and last exam. Tonight seems like an ending for you. However, it is just the beginning. You are just beginning the journey of your life. This time that you spent here will seem like a blink of an eye when you get older. And trust me, the longer that you've been away, the better ball player, singer, artist, and even student you become. Poultney High School has built a foundation for your life. As you get older, you'll continue to grow, learn, explore, and broaden your horizons. Everything you've done here and learned from the teachers, staff members, and coaches, you will expand on. Hopefully, one of the things that all of you learned here is that it's okay to try new things. Hopefully, we've created a culture here where you feel comfortable to take risks, not worrying if you make a mistake or fail. Hopefully, you realize that it is okay to make mistakes, because that is how you learn. As the great wise philosopher Jim McMahon, no relation to Alyssa, once said, risk-taking is inherently failure-prone. Otherwise, it would be called sure-thing taking. Failure is also about perception. In order to achieve, you must fail. And once you do, it becomes less and less horrifying. Learning what not to do is just as important as learning what does work. Remember, attack success, but don't fear failure. I also hope that you come out of here with a work ethic and attitude that allow you to be successful. According to Joe Thomas, a former All-Pro lineman from the Cleveland Browns, yeah, Nathan, you didn't think I'd pull that one out, did you? There are 3 things that are universal to successful people. 1, be on time, Eli. 2, pay attention. And 3, work hard. He explains that be on time is first, because if you can't do that, none of the other stuff matters. When asked by a recent graduate how to succeed, former newscaster Dan Rather recited the advice that his father gave him, which he admits took him a while to learn. Don't complain, don't explain, just get it done. Trust hard work, perseverance, and determination. The reason it took him so long to learn is that he had to fail and make mistakes to realize what his father meant. We can all give you advice, but it starts with each and every one of you. You need to believe in yourself. Just because you come from a small school does not mean that you cannot succeed in this big world. Just look in the mirror and among those sitting next to you. You are all very talented and have done great things. Just because you're only graduating with 25 other students does not mean that you will not continue to do great things. It all begins with 2 beliefs. The future can be better, and I have the power to make it so. Being in a small school means that we know all of you, and you are all wonderful young men and women. Hopefully you can continue to be good people, to help where you can, and to give where you can. In your short 18 years, lots of people have done a lot for you behind the scenes. Just remember to pay it forward over the years. And then take some more advice this time from a sunflower. Be bright, sunny, and positive. Spread lots of happiness, rise, shine, and hold your head high. Final advice from me, work hard and take pride in what you do. Have integrity. Do the right thing when no one is watching. And if it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it. Remember, time and place. There's time and place for everything. And finally, be kind. Treat everyone you meet with respect. So the class of 2019, congratulations on making it, and good luck. I'm so proud of all of you. I love each and every one of you. We'll miss you after you're gone. And I can't end my speech without saying it one more time. Class of 2019, make it a great life or not. That choice is yours. I know you will choose wisely. Congratulations, everybody.
I'm first going to apologize for any kind of stuff that happens up here that's not planned. I'm not much of a public speaker. I am here just to announce our class speaker. Bethany Garrow is pursuing a Bachelor's of Science degree in Health Science with nursing track at Castleton University in hopes of becoming a registered nurse. She is a graduate of Mount St. Joseph Academy, where she graduated as a member of the National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, and National Spanish Society. She was a student athlete at MSJ, participating in varsity soccer and basketball. Bethany was named MVP at the 2017 Division IV Vermont Girls Basketball Championship, where her team won the Division IV state title. When she wasn't on the soccer field or basketball court, she was learning the art of dance at her mother's dance studio, Miss Jackie's Studio of Dance, and competing in pageants. After high school graduation, she spent her summers teaching private lessons to children of all ages, physical abilities, and economical backgrounds. Bethany Garrow won the title of Miss Vermont USA on November 4th, 2018. Though her current reign as Miss Vermont USA and her strong connection with children, she travels to schools across Vermont to talk about character traits and mental wellness. She volunteers at several community events and at nonprofit organizations. On April 17th, Bethany traveled to Reno, Nevada to compete at the national competition for Miss USA that was live on Fox on May 2nd. And without further ado, I introduce Bethany Garrow.
First of all, I want to thank you all for inviting me, and congratulations, graduates. So, high school graduation. You're here, you made it. Congratulations. What a huge accomplishment for you and your families. For all of you, it's the end of the chapter. The next chapter is one of those chapters where you don't quite understand the plot while teachers are asking you to find the symbolism and metaphors, but you still don't know where the chapter is going or what it's about. The future is unknown, just like the chapter. You may have an idea what you want to do with your lives, goals in mind, or a general sense of the direction you want your lives to go in. The difference is you are no longer reading the chapter. You're writing it. From the time you were born up until this very moment, you read line from line with the rules that you had to follow and the curriculum that was required. Now, you're in charge. Choose wisely where the next chapter is going to lead you. You have a full life of blank pages. Will you write in them or leave them blank? I cannot give you the guidelines to write your own story about your life, because I have my very own. But I can give you advice. Once you receive your diploma tonight, you will begin writing your journey. There is no criteria you need to follow, and you have an unlimited amount of pages because it is your whole life. The previous chapters were written for you and formed who you are as a person today. Nobody's telling you what to do. Imagine that. You are the author now, remember? To start, I'll give you an idea. You need to brainstorm. Choose where you want that chapter to go. Write it down, write down your goals, work hard, and run after them. Take opportunities that come your way, whether they are small or large, because you may not know what will benefit you. Always do what is best for your future, and I mean, do it. Don't be afraid to take chances, even if they seem impossible. Do not plagiarize. And I mean, do not do it because it is illegal in college and you'll get kicked out. But what I mean by plagiarism, do not follow others, because you may think that their path is the right one for you, but it is not, because you won't be writing your own story. Be independent. Find your passion in what you enjoy and turn it into a career or a lifestyle. If you are studying or working in a profession that you are passionate about, you do not have to work a day in your life. Be creative. You do not have to write in a straight line when you're writing this story. You can write sideways, upside down, or any way you would like, because this is the story and this is who you are. You are the author. Do not be afraid to change up your writing because you are currently doing is not the right fit for you. You can change your path because you have the ability and the power to. Do not be ashamed of changing what you're doing, because at age 17, 18, or 19 years old, do you really know what you want to do with your life? Come on, guys, do you really know? Me either. That's why I switched my major, okay? Some of you do, and some of you don't. And that's fine, because let me tell you again, this is your story. Do not rush your writing unless you have a deadline for homework and when it is due. Some of you will wait last minute to get your homework in on time. I do it too, it's okay. Life is a journey, it's not a race. To get a college diploma or a job. If you change your major or profession, it's because you're not satisfied with it. And that's fine. Change it up. In life, you'll have writer's block. You will have it when you feel lost, out of place, or face extreme challenges. You may feel defeated at times and stuck. Don't worry, you are not alone, and I promise there is a light at the end of the tunnel. If you cannot figure out where to go or what way to turn, be open. And what I mean by be open, to others helping you out. Ask questions and be open to criticisms, but always consider the source where it's coming from. A writer's block can also be somebody telling you that you can't. And have you ever had somebody tell you you can't? Yes? No? Right? God, you guys just want to get out of here, don't you? Okay. I got it. I know. All right. There are people out there that do that every single day. You got to learn from this. Turn it into motivation, and honestly, throw it right back at them. Because you can do anything you put your mind to if you work hard and you're dedicated. Be careful of making a mess where your writing is messy and there's ink stains everywhere by making mistakes. Try to avoid making these ink stains because sometimes it bleeds onto other pages. When you are faced with temptation and pressure, it is hard to think about the consequences to follow. Just remember, you are not writing in pencil where it can be erased. You are writing in ink that can spread. Make sure you think about your future, your family, and friends who support you. That could be lost with one giant ink stain. When a mistake is made, which there are going to be plenty of mistakes that you make, and that's okay because we're all human. Do not cover it up with whiteout. Simply cross it out, make a footnote, and learn from it for future pages to come. Always be honest and responsible for your own actions when a mistake is made. Rip out pages in your life to give to others. Make sure you leave time to give back to your community. Volunteer your time and energy to charities and nonprofit organizations. Something little makes a huge difference. Volunteer, do simple things by going out of your way to help out friends or a complete stranger in need. Make sure you're kind, because kindness is free, and we need more of that in the world. For our world to go around, we must hold each other up and support one another, and make sure you remember that. Since you are the author and you have the power to write, you have the power to use your voice. Use your voice when you see injustice in the world and address unethical behavior. Voice your views on problems in the world, but have an appropriate solution, and most importantly, listen to those who oppose. This is one thing we lack in society, is listening to one another. You may disagree, but you do not disrespect another person for what they believe. Lastly, this is the most important advice I can give because I live this through my reign, and I talk about this to schools. Leave a blank page every day to do things to make sure you're taking care of yourself. I'm talking about your mental health and wellness. It is crucial in the future to make sure that you are healthy. I'm not saying life should be every day rainbows, butterflies, and happiness, because it is not. Life can get very stressful whatever path you choose to go in, but it's important to surround yourself with people that love and support you. Take time out of your day to do something to enjoy and unwind. Find things that make you laugh, escape from pressures of life, and make sure you are honest with yourself. Do not be afraid to seek help for yourself and for others who are struggling. Like I said before, we must hold each other up. Sorry, I'm pushing it. This is the best advice I can give you to write your next chapter. I'm writing mine, but I'm curious to learn about all of yours. I want to wish you the best of luck in the future. I know that all of you are going to make a mark in this world and achieve any goal you have. Congratulations, Poultney High School, class of 2019. Now get writing.
So me and Sydney are up here to present the gifts for our senior class advisors who have been with us through a lot, to say the least. There has been so much stuff going on, and well, we've made it here, so obviously what we did worked. But I just want to say thank you. If Deirdre would come up here too, please. Come here. Yeah. I'm also up here to announce what our senior class gift is to the school. And as a class, we have decided to make a donation to the music department for drop mics that can be used for musical performances, drama, coffee house, anything to just make the experience more enjoyable and be able to hear better from the stage. So yeah, that's all.
And now it is my honor to announce our salutatorian, Alyssa McMahon.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming here today. Now, I don't know if any of you can tell, but I am extremely nervous to stand up here and talk to you today. Standing in front of any number of people is extremely uncomfortable and nerve-wracking for me, no matter how well I know them. And unfortunately for me, most of you are strangers. Now, Mr. Holloman always tells the students to lean into the discomfort, and well, Mr. Holloman, I'm no longer leaning, but falling directly into it. I have joked about being the one, me of all people, to give this speech for a while, and now that the day is here, I wish I could still be making those jokes. But I am up here today because I'm the salutatorian of this class and was told that I have to give a speech. Yes, I have achieved this honor by working to gain and hold this salutatorian position over the years, but what I do not see is the importance of me standing up here compared to any other kid graduating here today. Who's to say they haven't made as much of an accomplishment as I have? At the end of this graduation ceremony, we are all essentially leaving here with the same things: a high school diploma and a first-class ticket to be thrown into the world as adults, which is just one more scary thought that I and many of the kids sitting here today are facing. While I am up here, though, I would like to do my best to offer some advice to my fellow classmates, the underclassmen, and anybody else who cares to listen. But first, let me start with a story. At the beginning of my sophomore year, the kid sitting next to me in my biology class turned to me and said, "You could never hold the salutatorian position for the rest of our high school years. You aren't smart enough." Now, I hate to be the one to point it out, but you were so wrong, bud. I am a very persistent and stubborn person, and anybody who knows me well knows that I do not take well to being told I cannot do something. Throughout the years, I have adopted a rather strange motto called success out of spite. What this boils down to is every time that somebody tells me that I cannot or that I am not good enough, I turn around and say, "Watch me." It sounds silly, and some people may laugh, but it truly works. Frustration and anger are very powerful emotions, but if they are turned around and used in a positive way, people can do just about anything they put their mind to. Persistence and the ability to channel your emotions are what I have found to be some of the many keys to success that are out there in the world. I'd like to take a moment now to thank my close friends and family for their unconditional love and support, all the teachers here at the high school for their support, but I would like to specifically thank Miss Chandler, Miss Christensen, and Miss Spring for helping me with anything and everything throughout the years, be it classwork or just letting me sit in their classroom and rant to them. Congratulations to my fellow seniors in the class of 2019. I wish each of you the best in wherever you end up, and I hope that life treats you kindly. Congratulations, guys. We did it.
Great job, Alyssa. And now, our valedictorian, Cameron Westcott.
As I stand in front of you, my mind swims through the memories I've made. The memories here at Poultney High School. The memories I've made less than a mile away at home. The memories in Middletown at the old family deer camp. And the memories that I've made at all the music festivals I've attended in my high school years. The list goes on. You see, I can't think of a time or remember a moment that wasn't somehow connected to a Poultney school, even if that connection was simply through the people I was with. And I'm sure my fellow graduates feel the same way. If one of these moments does exist, then I was too young to remember it. Even most of my home memories rely on Poultney being my school, my home away from home. But here we are, June 14th, 2019. And as sung by Robert Plant on Led Zeppelin II, it's time to ramble on. However, as valedictorian, I find myself compelled to make this speech at least a little inspiring, so I'll save the inside jokes for later. In jazz, musicians, or cats as some like to call them, play improvised solos, meaning that they make the solos up while they play them. This form of instant songwriting is the most important characteristic of jazz music. It makes the genre truly unique. I know what you're thinking. Why the music lesson? Let me explain. Because each solo is taken by a different musician at a different time, there remains a drastic difference in the solos. My trumpet solo will never be identical to Ian's piano solo, or to Chris Wade's guitar solo, or to Gabe's drum solo. And it's not because either of us is better than the other. It's because we're four different people playing four different instruments with four completely different stories to tell. In fact, no musician will ever play a solo the same way twice, solely because they're more experienced than they were the last time they took that solo. In this way, no song will ever be exactly the same. And this central rule applies to classical music as well. No song will ever be played the same way twice. It could be the number of mistakes made during the song. They happen more than you would think. Or simply a different interpretation of a dynamic or articulation for one measly measure. But how does my rambling relate to this ceremony? Do me a favor. Look at the graduates up here to my left. I want you to think, just for a minute, about what makes all of them special. It could be Mason's sheer size, which he used to his full advantage on the football field. Or Matt's love for taking things apart and putting them back together. Or Olivia's obsession with pancakes. Or Eli's laugh. Or Chris Wade's love of socks. Or Quentin's bitter hatred of Canada. or Deirdre's pasta puns. Of course, some of these characteristics are not career-defining, but they make us who we are, individuals. So what do these idiosyncrasies make me realize? Although we are all made up of the same materials, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and whatnot, and we have all been able to call this school ours, we end up drastically different. And it's not because any one of us is better than the other, because we're not. We're just 26 different people with 26 different stories to make up as our lives go on. I'd like to send you off with a quote from Mr. Rogers, the man who wanted everyone to be his neighbor. He ended his program on PBS the same way for 31 seasons. And the ending goes like this: you've made this day a special day, just by your being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. So whatever we end up doing, or wherever we end up going, I hope none of us loses the individuality that makes us who we are. Because each and every one of us has the potential to find a fulfilling path. We just have to choose to follow it.
Great job, both of you. So before we get to the awards presentations tonight, we're not only saying goodbye to 26 seniors, we're also saying goodbye to one of our staff members. And the students would like to say goodbye to Ms. Spring in their own special way. I did. Wonderful job. Dale, congratulations, good luck. We miss you. We thank you for everything you've done for the students here at Poultney High School. It's a little small. The Valedictorian Clock is an etched slate clock provided by Poultney High School in recognition of the student with the highest cumulative grade point average in the graduating class. This year's valedictorian, Cameron Westcott. The Salutatorian Clock is an etched slate clock presented by Greenstone Slate Company in recognition of the student with the second highest cumulative grade point average in the graduating class. This year goes to Alyssa McMahon. Now I'd like to welcome Cecilia Town to present the Women's Club Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations, graduates, and I'm especially proud of those of you I've had in kindergarten. It does my heart good. The Poultney Women's Club proudly awards a $500 scholarship to the highest-ranking graduating senior who will be pursuing his or her education at an accredited 2- or 4-year college, and who has made considerable contributions to the school community. We're pleased to present this year's scholarship to the valedictorian, Cameron Westcott. The Barbara Jean Barker was a graduate of Poultney High School. She was a doer and a giver. She gave freely of her time and talents for the betterment of those around her. In her honor, the Poultney Women's Club established the Barbara Jean Barker Leadership Award to recognize a graduating senior who best exemplifies those qualities. This year's recipient of the $100 check is Alyssa McMahon.
And now please welcome Robert Bach to present the Morning Star Lodge Scholarship.
Good evening, and congratulations to all the seniors. I want to thank you for this opportunity to represent Lee Lodge, number 30 of Castleton, Vermont, with the presentation of the Morning Star Lodge, number 37 Memorial Scholarship. Beyond our focus on individual development, which leads to better membership in the community, Freemasonry is deeply involved in helping all people. The Freemasons of North America contribute over $2 million a day to charitable causes, and among those are educational scholarships. For a number of years, local Masons have maintained and contributed to the Morning Star Memorial Scholarship Fund in order that we might offer scholarships to qualified individuals from Poultney High School to assist in funding for a post-secondary education program. This fund was founded in the late 80s from donations of the membership and memorial contributions. The fund was incorporated in '92, and in May of 2004, the fund received a large bequest from the estate of Russell Williams II. Along with continuing donations, we were able to award a $1,000 scholarship to one such deserving student. The student who submitted an essay outlining their future goals, while not yet etched in stone, has a strategy to hone in on what will be their best avenue to pursue in their academic career. This student has consistently performed at a very high level during their high school experience. They have also dedicated much of their time over the years to giving back to both their community and the world around them. By offering assistance to local seniors, relief to hurricane victims, and also reaching out on a worldwide endeavor to combat polio. It is my honor and privilege to present this scholarship to Alyssa McMahon. Again, I thank you for this opportunity, and may the God of love and peace delight to dwell with and bless you all.
Up next, we have Coach Dan Williams, who will present the Larry Williams Memorial Award and the Doc Williams Music Award.
Not often I get dressed up, so I figured I better wear a new hat tonight. All right, Raiders fans. Class, every morning I get to say hi to you, give you knuckles, shake your hands. I got to coach a bunch of you, I get to say hi to you, and I'm going to miss you guys. So, with that, in 2 weeks, it'll be 19 years since my brother died. And every year I try to just keep his memory alive by offering a cash award to one of the seniors who isn't going to go to college, but going to go roll away here. But it's going to, go to the work field. And it was a tough choice this year, but after a bunch of consideration, this year's award is going to go to Matt Davenport. Next picture taken? And the next one I do, 30 years ago my dad started the state-line marching band. He wanted to have some music at parades and stuff. And it went on for, I think, 27 years until his health went, and then he passed in September. But he loved music, and personally I don't, but I like to hear it. But so I decided, there was money left, so I decided every year I'm going to give a donation to the person that's going to keep going in their field of music. Again, it was a tough choice this year. It was between Jacob Allen and Cam Westcott, but apparently music from the stereo is not considered music, so Cam Westcott, come on down, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Again, thank you and good luck, graduates.
And now, please welcome Pat Henningway, who will present the Poultney Rotary Club scholarships.
The Poultney Rotary, Shorty, presents two $2,000 scholarships in memory of Russell Williams, Jr., to graduating seniors that have proven evidence of seriousness of purpose, positive leadership, excellent citizenship, genuine social concern, and great promise of contribution to society. But first, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on successfully completing your high school program and moving into the next phase of your life. You may be moving into the workforce, you may be going on to college, or trade school, or even the military. And we wish you the very best in whatever your future holds. And so the first award we're presenting today goes to Cameron Westcott. Our second $2,000 award goes to Alyssa McMahon. As a National Honor Society member myself from my high school back in the day, I am pleased to award $50 to each of the Poultney graduating members of the National Honor Society. The first one would go to Olivia Cook. Oh, good. Matthew Davenport. Alyssa McMahon. Cody Messer. And the last one is Cameron Westcott.
And now to present the Debbie Kizer Memorial Scholarship, please welcome Poultney High School art teacher, the best art teacher in the state, in the New England, in the country, Melissa Christensen.
The Debbie Kizer Memorial Scholarship is presented by the Poultney Teachers Association in honor of Debbie's commitment to education, the school community, and the association. This year's winner is a scholar, musician, leader, and artist. This scholarship goes to Alyssa McMahon.
Derek Kerber will now present the Revere Church Generosity Scholarship. Sorry, Revive Church Generosity Scholarship.
Shall we check his diploma? It's all right. I graduated 10 years ago from here, and I was the first class that he got to be the principal to graduate for. So, how's it going, guys? So first of all, I want to say thank you guys very much to all the faculty and staff at Poultney High School for all the years that you've dedicated your wisdom and your time, because it's not just a career for you guys, it's a calling. Next, I want to thank all of the families, and especially the parents, for raising these children to get them to this point. And I know it's going to be really hard for you to send them out, but this is the time for you to put them in God's hands, because you may not be able to be with them wherever they go, but He'll be able to watch over them for you. And then next, I want to congratulate the class of 2019. I was in your shoes 10 years ago, and let me tell you, time flies by. I know you hear that from so many different people, but time surely does go. And I want to encourage you, don't ever quit. Whether you're going to go to college, whether you're going to go into a career field right away, start a family, whatever it may be, do not quit. Life is going to, like your Salutatorian said, it's scary to go out because you're going to go into the real world, but don't quit whatever life throws at you. And last year, I'm the pastor of Revive Church, which is our mission to change lives, reach the next generation, and impact the culture. And last year, we decided to do a generosity scholarship, where the generosity scholarship is dedicated to recognize and reward the graduating senior who showed the greatest dedication to generosity to others. In Genesis chapter 12, we see an account between Abraham and God, where God blessed Abraham so he could be a blessing to others. All throughout the Bible, we see generosity and love as the foundation of every abundant sacrifice. And this year, we'd like to award the Generosity Scholarship to Olivia Cook. Thank you.
On behalf of the staff and students here at Poultney High School, I would like to thank the community organizations that take the time to come out here tonight and also provide the generosity for these scholarships. We are lucky to live in a town like this where everyone helps everybody else. So thank you to the community organizations. We really do appreciate it.
Because I'm short. So I'm Tracy Gallipo, the guidance director at Poultney High School, and it's been my great pleasure to work with all of you for the past 6 years. And it's always sad for me to see you go, because after 6 years, we get to see each other a lot sometimes. And I just, I'm so proud of all of you, because a lot of you have worked really, really hard to get where you are, and some of you have worked even harder. So, so congratulations, guys. The Modern Woodmen of America Award is awarded to college-bound Poultney High School graduates who reside in Wells or Pollitt, or whose family belongs to the Modern Woodmen of America. The winner this year is Taylor Dunlap for $1,200. The St. Raphael's Ladies Guild would like to recognize two outstanding gentlemen from our parish with an award of $250 each. Cameron Westcott and Matthew Davenport have given countless hours supporting the church in so many ways. The Ladies Guild would like to congratulate and thank them for all they do and wish them luck as they take the next big steps in their lives. In 2009, the Adam N. Maslach Trust was established by Mr. Adam N. Maslach of Poultney, Vermont, created in memory of his parents, Nicholas and Pauline Maslach. It was the intention of Mr. Maslach that the trust provides long-term arrangements for management, operation, preservation, and use of his property located in South Poultney. Upon his death, the Adam N. Maslach 2009 Trust was to become a corporation from which charitable donations were to be made. Thus, in 2013, the Adam N. Maslach Charitable Corporation was formed. It was Mr. Maslach's wish to help provide for those in need. With that at heart, the purpose of the corporation is to support, through yearly monetary donations, education, religion, and the health and well-being of the local community. In honoring Mr. Maslach and respecting his wishes and commitment to helping others through education, a scholarship fund was established at Poultney High School. This year's winner of $2,500 is Levi Haviland. The Scott Fry Award is given by his family in memory of Mr. Fry, a former PHS 7th grade science teacher who believed in the dignity and worth of each student and admired the qualities of perseverance and achievement. And the award of $50 goes to Spencer Gibbs. The Betty Phillips Hooper Award is presented to two graduating seniors who exhibit sound moral character, have a reputation for honesty and integrity, and have performed volunteer services for the betterment of their community. These awards are voted on by the faculty. I would like to present 2 awards of $200 each to Matthew Davenport and Alyssa McMahon. The Faith and Family Award was created by a generous donation from Mr. David Hughes. Students are chosen based on their service to their community and their church and an essay. 2 awards of $500 each go to Cameron Westcott and Alyssa McMahon.
Congratulations, Alyssa. Congratulations, Cameron.
The Michael D. Perry Memorial Scholarship was established in 2013 by the Perry family. As many of you know, Mr. Perry was a science teacher for 38 years at Poultney High School, as well as an actor. It is the family's wish to assist a graduating senior who will be majoring in education, science, or theater. The Perry family are honored to give a $1,000 Michael D. Perry Memorial Scholarship to a young lady who works hard and wants to be a positive contributor to society. She will be attending Castleton University in the fall with a major in biology. Best of luck to Julia Bruno. The Vermont Red Sox Service Scholarship, which is awarded to 250 New England high school seniors and is selected by the Boston Red Sox official charity organization, the Red Sox Foundation, based on service to one's community and academic excellence in the amount of $1,000, is awarded to Cameron Westcott. The Evelyn Monroe School Spirit Award honors the memory of Evelyn Haynes Monroe, class of 1937. It is awarded to a graduating senior who has shown commitment to school spirit throughout their high school career. This year's award goes to Eliza Rosario. There are 2 other awards that I would like to announce. Seniors, when I call your name, please stand. The Governor Phil Hoff Vermont Honor Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 was awarded to Sydney Boney. Yes, it was. Go on your VSOC account. The Skillsusa Vermont Championship is the state-level competition for public high school students enrolled in trade and technical programs. It has grown to over 1,000 members and more than 50 hands-on skill and leadership contests. A Poultney High School senior who attended Stafford Technical Center won an award at this year's state-level competition. Mason Hutchins was awarded a bronze medal for plumbing. Congratulations to you both and all the other winners. At this time, Mr. DeBonis will present the athletic awards.
Mr. Catman could not be here tonight as he's at his grandson's graduation in New Hampshire, so I am taking over his duties. First award we have is the Varsity Sportsmanship Award. This is presented to a male and female senior who demonstrates sportsmanship, respect, and fair play throughout their athletic career. This year the awards go to Jacob Allen and Julia Bruno. Congratulations. The William Corbett Hughes Award is presented in honor of the memory of William Corbett Hughes by his family to a senior who has shown good character and a love for baseball. This award goes to Spencer Gibbs. The Athletic Academic Awards are presented to a male and female athlete who have participated in 2 or more varsity athletic programs and have the highest academic ranking in their class. This year, the awards go to Cameron Westcott and Julia Bruno. Congratulations. Hold on, you two, you sit here and get your picture taken. Hold on. Okay. The Dean W. Holden Scholarships are 2 awards of $250 that are presented by the Poultney Booster Club in memory of Dean W. Holden, former coach and principal at Poultney High School for 24 years. Dean's interest was in the total student, and these awards recognize what Coach Holden developed in his students, a love and relationship between athletics, academics, and leadership. The recipients of this award exhibit dedication and commitment to these ideals and will be attending college next fall. The awards go to Taylor Dunlap and Olivia Cook. And finally, the Athletic Director's Distinguished Student Athlete Award, which is presented to the student athlete who displays an exemplary academic and athletic career at Poultney, is a 3- or 4-year participant in varsity interscholastic athletics, and has an outstanding overall contributor to the promotion and reputation of Poultney High School academics and athletics. The award goes to Cameron Westcott.
Good evening. My name is Pierre Cotton. I'm the Director of Student Management here at Poultney High School. Tonight, I get the pleasure of introducing our school board members and Dr. Deborah Taylor. But before that, I have some words of advice for our graduating 2019 seniors. Number 1, now that you graduated, just remember, bosses don't accept notes from your mother. Pretty important, people. Right? Number 2, the most important thing in your life is to live your life with integrity and not to give into peer pressure and try to be something that you're not. Number 3, when it rains, look for a rainbow. When it's dark, look for stars. Number 4, you only have 3 things that you can control: the thoughts you think, the images you visualize, and the actions you take. Number 4, always love, as hate is too great a burden to bear. Number 5, always be humble and kind, no matter what. And my biggest one is let your faith be bigger than your fear. Good luck. And now for Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor, thank you for this year. It's been great. Dr. Taylor is our superintendent, and unfortunately she's leaving, but thank you for this year. The other school board members are Tristan Ross, Kristen Woodmen, and Mr. Seth Howard. These are Poultney school board members. Thank you very much for your service.
All right, now what we've been waiting for. Presentation of diplomas, front row. Emily Marie Franklin. Alyssa Jean McMahon. Jana Ritchie. Olivia Lynn, I'm sorry, Julia Jean Bruno. Almost skipped that. Now we have Olivia Lynn Cook. Reagan Ariana Brayton. Christopher Todd Wade. Dylan Nicholas Hayes. Deirdre Ann Thacker. Jacob Parker Allen. Brant Allen Reed. Brianna Faith Juckett.
Congratulations.
Quentin Michael Russo. Spencer Allen Gibbs. Man bun and everything. Cameron William Westcott. Nice speed. Hunter Tate Ashcroft. Sydney Warren Treadwell Bonney.
Nice.
I'll wait this time, let them all sit. Eliza A. Rosario. Nathan Daniel Nikolic. Dominic J. Ezzo. Taylor Austin Dunlap. Now you want one by yourself. Cody J. Messer. Cody I. Messer.
It says J in the cat.
Matthew Robert Davenport. Mason Luke Hutchins. Levi Willard Haviland. Andrew Michael Mead. Yeah, don't. Hey, you gotta put a smile. There you go. Keeping you here for another few minutes.
Why?
Now you're all standing.
It is my great honor to now present the graduating class of 2019.
Going through the hat. Emily.
No, go.
Based on the font, my guess is his middle name is Ines. I've always known that. That's an I, but she wrote J.
They can go by pretty quick. This one I was worried about.
Hey Joe, will you just make sure they get those? Because I gotta go because I'm heading to pick up.
Mr. Kelly looks like he's ready for business, man. He's ready for business.
Well, you got to experience one. No, I know I meant at our school. It was crazy, but yeah, it is everywhere.